So hey guys, in a previous video, I believe I said that like bestials are kind of falling off as hand traps right now, and partially this is due. Well, one of the reasons bestials so strong is because like light and dark were just the best attributes, just period. Like 99% of decks being played. Well, it felt this way, but yeah, maybe around like the 80% or um decks being played most of the time were light or dark decks. Yeah, just for example, Elblick, uh, light deck, and then we have, well, Tearlament, yeah, that is a dark deck. If we just say like Nadal, that's so kind of dark deck. I think they have like fire monster stuff, but dark. Then they're like branded, light and dark. Really, light and dark. Well, they're not all affected by bestials, but just in general. Pretty much every deck is light or dark. So, except Snake Eye and all their broken like fire cards and stuff. I guess like Unchained isn't that dark heavy. I think, right? Fire cards and stuff. Fire, fire, water, gamma, so dark. Whatever. So point is, most of the decks were light or dark, and then getting a lot of general like good fire cards now. So Bestials are falling off as hand traps, but Bestials overall have not fallen off. So if you're Universal Bestial, you're having a good time still. So one of the cards that people kind of sleep on and why not? It's Floodgate card and Bestial. So I'm not talking about the Bestial Alba lot. This card is still kind of unredeemed because this locks both players, and I have no idea how you're getting this out anyways. You need to special summon this card from your hand or attribute to bestial monsters, and this is going to inherent summon. Dull by the lack of. So while this card, semicolon, I think. So while this card is summoned specifically this way, if you just summon it other way somehow, which technically can't, because it must summon from bestial monster. So you did find a way to get out you this effect. Essentially all extra deck monsters, also rich, have their effects negated. They can still activate. Face up card in it. It's down cards. It's up until. So this effect is pretty good. So if your opponent uses this card, then they lose their extra deck. There's a way to get around this. Yeah, what's stopping me from summoning a guy from my extra deck? Deck monsters are still able to activate. And I get ideas Alba lost back because special summon back Magma. That's another guy, and whoever they are, like Druid Swerve with Magma, Serenir, Magma. Okay, I guess. Fine. So, the card that we're talking about here, granted, this card is just plain and simple, actually Floodgate. So, during either player's turn, you Synchro Summon a Synchro Monster, Dragon Monster. Honestly, this effect just seems like pretty useless to me. Only then this effect, assuming you, well, let's consider Bestial first. Have to be playing like the Bestial Alooper, and then so to gained and then gain to you to special summon Bestial Alooper because you have a guy on your opponent's turn. And if you don't summon this guy on your opponent's turn, the entire point of the first effect is just, well, there is no point. This is a useless effect then, because then at this point you just wouldn't need to use this effect. If I just summoned the Bestial Alooper on my own turn, then I synchro summon on my right? There's then actually of using this effect of it on this field. I just feel like not respecting something, I guess. And then, well, I guess the only reason you would do this is if you specifically had like Druid Swarm with, and then Etude. I guess that's the only. Suppose. The other effect here is actually disgusting. Well, a bestial monster doesn't really care what bestial monster. Any bestial monster, bash any sent to your card as tributes. Summon or synchro summoning. So, yeah. If your opponent ever tries to Flamberge will trigger, and that already is just pretty devastating. And there's no other way. Flamberge battle is just simply not gonna happen. So that's the general. This doesn't even say your opponent has to actually initialize the summon. So just a quick idea. This wouldn't necessarily be optimal to do. All of our lovely tuner, I don't know. Maybe. We actually care about the synchro effect, I guess. So let's say we're playing Unchained. So our Unchained combo, yada yada, make like a This is actually, well, I would say pretty swag. So been like Etude and have access to Branded Beast via like Mr. Lubellion, we can set Etude. Summon like Ara or something. Pop Etude, we can set it with later. Okay. Unchained Soul of Sharvara. This is an Unchained Soul card, so it's that. We control Unchained Soul of Rage, and then still have a Bestial left over. It's kind of play. Let's assume that then next turn when we activate Soul of Rage, we can link off our opponent's monster and it will be banished by Etude. So that's actually right. And this does have to be like a special summon monster. Let's assume manage this and then summon spell. Flamberge, banish what as double triple banish, something like that, right? So if 2 to 3 banishes off like Green Soul of, it's pretty neat, I guess. If we really also have like spatter shuffle, so one disgusting that like it's gonna kinda do spatter in Zyframe your Omega, activate the effect of Omega, banish your card, shuffle that same card back with spatter so it doesn't back to the hand, and it instead goes back to deck. So that's just something I felt like. But yeah, shuffle back any card, just spatter if it's a monster effect. So this could be relevant, could just never come up. For sure happen. These guys are not dark aside from like Alba or We really let's do our cards. Let's if so one I believe it'd be a pretty combo. I'll be on the brand and set Etude store branded regained for us. Branded regained being useless. Probably setting Etude then. So have idea. So can summon technically a Clea, I guess. Oh. Titaniclad the Ash Dragon, yes. That's something we could eventually. That's good, but also the idea from special attack the Bystial. Next year have to send kinda works. Kinda does. The actual effect synchro, honestly we can just forget it exists. It too it's me. We can just and let's just go with Iron Train. City is banishing Imp City is not like that big of summoned City once because we can send another one Sark on next turn, so fine, I guess. Just to make it sold. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Okay. Does this have some kind of restriction? Do not conduct battle phase. Alright. Well, okay, so we can probably help ourselves. Sure, kinda cool. It's like fire. Okay, so we work. Puppies. SP. Probably want some up. Kind of round this out. Aren't like best by themselves. Find the two. If possible, Bystial Dispatter is just card so far. Either level 4 that we can drop onto the field. Guys for the summon so. Just any engine summoning could work out. Centur-Ion sense. So we'll go with that, I guess. And that one reason I didn't kind of want to pull up with Centur-Ion here, simple. They already have stand-up Centur-Ion, so that like if this is the only tuner we have, then there is 0 point for dude. We can just summon Primera on our own turn. Normally synchro summon, no need for. And then when we combo we always end up with anyway. So then this allows us to synchro summon. So yeah, it gets a little, but I mean, it's at least kind of cool. I'm going for however many. And then million century ice risk. Basic idea here. Basic idea that you can use these cards for potentially power here, and get into either Centur-Ion cards or and Bystials are also hand traps. That could be relevant. Could be relevant if we're it's like I don't know, like trap tricks, the Earth trap deck. That would be not very good matchup. That is to say that pretty confidently. Then Centur-Ion stuff is just our combo board. Using to set up our like we're just setting up stop our thing. If we open up hands, I'm pretty sure this combo adds that allows that like Magnuma combo with this end up on. So we can dude. There you go. Now there's probably a better nation that for now this is today in